Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to Moroccan Journal Mondays. So today we're going to carry on working on the cover to see how far we get. I don't think I'll be sewing in the signatures today, but we might do some work on them. On it, sorry, there's only one. So this is the cover. It's all dry. It's a bit wrinkly, but I actually don't mind that. I think that's just gives it a little bit of oldie-worldy feel. And these paper clips can sometimes resist being taken off. I just did that to hold it all together and so that the flap holds down. So it opens out like this. It's still a little bit sticky where it, obviously where the Mod Podge is. It's very crinkly inside, but that's fine. And I have, so I've sewn all around it, all around the edge, all around here and all around here. Obviously not across this end because that's the opening where we've got a big pocket. And I did line just the inside of that because I thought it was standing out as being different. So I thought it would look quite nice just to have that lined, and also it reinforces that piece there. And I think I want to just cut these corners off to start with. So I think that would be tidier. So I did miss a bit with the paper on that edge. I think this one might be okay. Yeah, I didn't take the paper right up to those corners, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's not worth worrying about those little tiny bits, is it? So what I want to do, and there's an idea I have in my head, and I don't know if it's going to work, is to add some of these fabrics to this cover. I know it's already quite bright. Oh, that bit's coming up a little bit. I'm going to need to put a little bit more glue on some of these little edges. I thought it was all thoroughly glued down, but perhaps not quite as well glued as I thought. That bit there. I think this is where it's wrapped around and it's just resisted a bit. We may well put something over those slightly vulnerable bits. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got. It may look terrible to have extra bits added on, I just don't know. So I'm just going to get my pieces out because I thought it would be a good way to perhaps use some of the bulkier pieces that are not going to go so well inside the journal. Let's just have a look at what we've got. So this is just material that's flat, so I might not want to use that because I can use that inside. These little pieces I could use. Some of that. Not that one. What else have I got? This is on black velvet. I don't know if I want to introduce black, really, but maybe. So that would look lovely. I have thought I would like to possibly put down this flap. I've got some pink velvet here. I wondered if that would look quite nice, a piece of that going down the flap, just to make that look different really. Lovely big piece of pink velvet. One time I had thought I might use it on the colour of my ballet journal, but the pink's not right, so I've got a different piece to use for that. So what have we got? Quite a few bits that actually are not as bulky as I thought. Just going through it, just having a look, more black, but it has got some lovely pink embroidery on it. I could cut around that. What's this one? Yeah, maybe. Oh, this is quite a big piece of that, maybe. Yeah, I really have no idea. There is something. Maybe, oh no, that's too blue. So these aren't all perfect colours. Oh, this is one that I really love. This one might Might be able to put a piece of this on with these gems. Some more of this pink one with gems dotted about. More bits of pink. Maybe I'll keep it to just a few little bits. So this is quite bulky, but I don't think it would go really on here. No, not so sure about that one. That one maybe could use. Ooh. Yeah, I might not need the I might not need the pink velvet if I've got a lovely piece of, look how that would be perfect on there, wouldn't it? Although I am thinking of putting an eyelet on, so maybe not quite there, maybe on the outer edge. Well, maybe. We'll see about that one. I have this gorgeous piece. Love to put that somewhere. This piece, it's more red than pink, I think. Don't know. Option, maybe. Possible. I mean, I'm not talking about using the whole pieces. Oh, look at that. It's a bit blue, but it is gorgeous. I won't rule it out. And I've got this lovely piece as well. I've got this. And this. Put that aside. Anything that's more usable inside, I'll probably put to one side. That's lovely and bright. I could use that. That's on a black background. Not so sure about that one. Got that. A couple of little tiny bits. What's this? Yeah, that's more the fabric. Yeah, a couple of little scraps that probably won't work. So I think I'll put the ones away I'm definitely not going to use. That can go there. Just wondering about that because the pink's quite good in there. I might be able to cut a bit of that out. These ones I'm going to put aside because they are usable to decorate journal cards and tags because they're nice and flat. Put that up there. And then I've got these bits. Let's have a look. And perhaps I should see about how well this would actually look on here. It's this huge piece of fabric and only want a little bit really. I might keep that sewn edge because that might give me a nice neat finish. And I'll try and cut it straight. Let's just put this out of the way for a moment. See if I can cut it straight. I'm not going to be able to tear it, of course. It's quite thick to cut. Wrong scissors, that's why. I know my fabric scissors are getting a bit blunt, but they're not that blunt. Let's see how this might look, because I could almost put this on top of it, couldn't I? It's the same colour. Okay, let's have a look, especially if I haven't got a very straight edge. So I could put that there. I know I've collaged over it, but I thought maybe the flat would be quite nice if it wasn't as busy, because it would just make a nice contrast. So let's take that about here. It is a bit wide, of course. I don't know, I could wrap it around, but I think it might be... Should I wrap it round? I don't know that it would glue so well, so I might just trim that down a bit, because I might then put that there. That might look quite Yeah, I might like that. Right, so let's just trim this down a little. That's reasonably straight, that bit. I'm going to try and keep it that way. I think about 1/4 of an inch, I suppose. No, maybe about 1/2 an inch. If it's a bit wibbly wobbly, I can probably just cover that edge up with this stuff. Not too bad. And then we could do that. Perfect length. Seems rude not to, doesn't it, to put those two things together. They look like they're meant to be together. So if I was to put that there, and then that, put that lovely gold edge there, something like that, like that. And then we can have an eyelet here, and have something to wrap it around. And I might put something else in the middle. I feel like this needs a bit of something, a bit of decoration. I may have to think about something to put along that edge. Unless I do it the other way around. But I don't think I could put the eyelet on if I have this here. I don't think it works so well there, actually. No. I suppose my question to myself is, do I want this showing, or do I want the raw edge showing? No, it's not straight enough, and I like things to look like you've done it properly. So I think we'll go with that. Because then if I've got that there, then I'll know what I can put on here. I mean, I can still put things right up to the edge, and they'll just be covered up when it's closed. Yeah, I think I might just put that on, because I knew that was one thing I wanted to do. So let's try and put some other fabric glue. I think we'll put it onto. Ooh, this is leaked. Has leaked. It was probably laying down. Open that a bit. Hopefully that'll dry now. I'll flatten it. Just cut those little cornery bits off. Right, so see whether we can put any of this on the front. Can work out which way. That's the way round, isn't it? That's the way round it should go. Got that, which is rather nice, maybe. a lot of purple. I need some pink. Yeah, I do like these bits. I've got a couple of bits already cut. Kind of dot them about, I suppose. The other thing I need to bear in mind, I might want to do a topper. Why don't we find something to put as a focal point? Struggling with my words this morning. And then we can work around that from that, maybe. Maybe that'd be the thing to do. Because it might look better just to have something, a simple focal point, kind of there. Not too big. Right. I thought it probably should be one of my perfume bottles, although I do have other options. How big should it be? That big? Maybe that's the size. Yeah, otherwise if it goes any smaller, it wouldn't show up enough. Got this one. It's possibly a little small. Oh, hang on, I've got a bigger one of those? No. This is a lovely one, but it is a bit small. I think I'll probably use the bigger version. It might be a bit lost on there, mightn't it? No. Find something to pop behind it. Let me just check I haven't got any others that would go. That one, it's very pink, also a bit small. I may well have used all my big pink ones. Any more? No, so yeah, I think it's going to have to be this one. I can always add a little pink ink to the edge just to make it stand out a bit more. I had thought about backing it with some more of the velvet, but actually I think I might use some of the fabric. Let's put this like here. A few other decorative bits that I brought in. Don't know how much we're going to use. Honestly, I've been up and down the stairs because I'm still in my downstairs. Well, I'm back in the garden room, as you can probably tell. It's been very hot again. My room yesterday reached 31 degrees, which I think in Fahrenheit is about 88 Fahrenheit. It was just way too hot to be in there, so I have brought everything back down here again. So I've been up and downstairs this morning bringing all the things I thought I might need. Of course, I'm going to have to take it all back up again after when it cools off, which you probably will do very soon. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these fabrics that are a bit flatter, that might be quite nice behind here. Oop, not that way round. I've got a bit of that. I'd only need a little. So, got that one. Or that one's rather nice. That would show up nicely. I do have the purple, but I have quite a few purpley bits to add. Quite like that. Now let's see how it would look with the smaller one behind it, on it, should I say. Maybe that would be more in proportion. But I think I want something behind this. I'll be right back. Right, so I just popped upstairs to get a few more fun fabrics that I had a feeling were up there that in another box. Oh my goodness, it's like a furnace in there already. It's nearly 28 degrees and rising. It was rising as I saw it, so yeah, I'm glad I'm down here in the cool. There must be at least 10 degrees difference between upstairs and downstairs here. Right, so Yeah, I pulled out a few more little bits, really pretty pieces. What I wanted was something behind this that would be a little bit of a contrast. Obviously it's a bit too big, but I wondered about that. No, I don't really like that with it. That doesn't work. I've got a very pale lilac. I don't think that's going to work either. No, sorry. It just blends in, doesn't it? So I've got some much darker purple, plain, and I have got this purple which I could use. Use a bit of that. It's not quite big enough, is it? It's too wide and not tall enough. I also pulled out a couple of bits of sort of lacy bits. I don't know if you call this lace, but I rather like the pattern because I thought it might work quite well in here. It does cover up a bit too much of the background. I'll just do that. Not the big one. The little one. No, too busy. Getting there. Got this piece. Little piece of lace. That look any better? Probably picked all the wrong things. Still not sure about that. Oh, goodness me. Got anything? Right, I do have a couple of bits of netting. Sort of. Has it got a bit of glitter in it? No, not really. I think it's a lilac netting. Hard to tell. It's so pale, and I would cut that down again. That might work just to kind of make this stand out a little bit. I just feel it needs something behind it. And then I have this. This is like a cream. I don't know, it's like a raw silky type stuff. Maybe that would work behind there. I think first of all, see if I've got anything else that might do it. This piece, which is like a chiffon, with that sort of pretty bit of something or other down the side. How would that look? Quite like that. I like it a little better. Just wish maybe I could just have that going out that way just a little bit. Right, I think I might just cut that down a little bit. We're kind of getting there. Don't know if this is still quite what I wanted, but it's rather pretty. I'm going to cut this top down a bit because it's fraying a bit too much and it's not very straight. Not guaranteeing that me cutting it will make it any straighter, but it will look a bit tidier. And then what can I put behind? I did wonder, maybe just that little piece there. And then maybe this little piece behind it as well. Let's have a look. Is it going to work? Kind of like that. I don't know if it needs the knitting. I'm not sure it's doing anything really. Just going to cut and follow the line of the sequins there, and the same here. Should be central, even though this might overlap it a touch. Should come to about there, I think. Always takes me a long time to do these little finishing touch type of things. Bring that down. That there. Yeah. I think I quite like that. When it's closed, so this colour and that kind of all goes together quite well, doesn't it? I know I haven't got a lot of purple on there, but there's lots of purple in other places, and there'll be lots in the journal. I might put a couple of other little bits around, not sure. I have actually got, I thought once I've sewn in the signature, I probably want to cover the spine, and I have actually got some lovely dark purple lace. And I was thinking that would look quite good going around the spine, kind of there. So we don't want that to cover this bit, or at least not go right over, something like that. So it's got to go round. It's not that wide, but it will probably just about do it. So I think that will bring in a bit of the purple. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. I may add one or two little touches, not sure. Let's glue these in. I'm going to ink this. I brought some coloured ink pads just in case I needed to add a bit of colour to something. So I would have, if I was going to use this one, which could still work actually. Now I'm looking at it with all the pink behind it. Maybe this one would stand out better than the little pink one. Yeah, might do. And I could ink it. I've got a purpley one, and I've got picked raspberry. No, I think I might overdo it if I add pink around the edges, because it's got plenty of pink behind it. I'm going to use good old vintage photo just to give it that little finish. Oops. Oh, I'm not going to buy these domed ones anymore. It'll drive me mad. These old ones just sit there nicely, well behaved. Put them down, they stay there. This one will not stay put. Really annoys me. So yeah, I won't be buying those ones again. If I can get these flat ones, I hope you still can. Okay, right. So that's going to go there. Yes, I think I will actually go with that. After all that messing about, let us put some glue down. Okay, I think I might just going to put on there to hold it in place, so that I don't get glue shut. Really nicely, love that. Yeah, I really love this little piece here. I just think it enhances it beautifully. Gorgeous. Right, now, whoops, what's that pin doing there? Put you away. Now, I was wondering about whether to put any other little embellishment, something like this down here. Might look quite pretty. Well, we do have our little purple pieces, don't we? I might just should I cut piece? Straighten that up. What is that? Something a bit funky there. Something going on here, I'm not quite sure what that is. I think there's a little bit of stitching. Cut that off if I can. Might have picked the wrong bit to use. And that's if I actually do use it in the end. Could we put that there? Yeah, kind of want to add to here. We had some more of that I'd already cut, didn't we? Well, I think we did. Don't know where they went. Oh, there we are. Is that going to be too much? I mean, is that possible? Too much? Oh, I've just remembered something that I was thinking I might put on here. I need to go and get it because if I don't do it now, I might forget and then there won't be anywhere to put it. I'm going to have to go upstairs again. Oh no. But I need to find out if this thing I have in my mind is going to work. I will be back again. Okay, I'm back from upstairs and I bet you'd all forgotten about these that I bought when I was in Marrakesh. And I know the turquoise is not the colour we're going to be using, but I thought this bit here, which says Morocco, and it's got the gorgeous pink flowers, and yeah, I just love this. I mean, it'd be sad to cut it up, but at the same time, it's what I bought it for, really. And I thought it can either go on here, or maybe it can go on here. So the challenge will be is, can I cut it up? I know it seems sad, but it's just so small, it doesn't hold much. I did actually find, which I'd forgotten I had, inside it, whoops, was this lovely pink lace, which I think I was looking for. I can't remember what I was looking for it for the other day, but that's the perfect colour lace to go with it as well, so I'm pleased I found that. I must have put it in there. I can't even remember if that's one I bought when I was out there. I have a feeling it came wrapped around something that I bought from Tina. Shabby-dabby-doo-dah. So I've got to see if I can cut this. Oh yes, okay. Well, now I've done it, I've started it now, so started, so I'll have to keep going. And then I've got that to put on the front of my journal. I always intended that this one would be used for this journal, but I'll use this, I think, somewhere in the final, well, maybe the final journal. I'm loving using these papers and all these colours so much. I might do another one, just bring them all together in a final flourish to use up the bits. I don't know. It's possible. Right, this last little bit is a bit tricky to do because there's nowhere to go. It's on a join, so I can cut where the zip ends. So it's a bit tricky. Don't even know if I can cut through that bit. Maybe I'll cut, instead of cutting it through the zip, I might cut along here, cut it away from the zip. That's the bit I want anyway. Okay, we have it. We have that piece there, and I might just have to cut that off to match when I. Let's just tidy it up now that it's free. Right, so we have our Morocco kind of title, really. Let's get rid of all these fluffy bits. Are we going to put that there? Thing is, it would look quite good there, but then I really wouldn't be able to put my eyelet on, would I? And it would almost blend in too much. I think I would like it here. I think. Don't like this, it's looking all ragged at the edge. Okay, that's better. Okay, so then we have Moroccan journal number 2. Well, on its way, don't we? And I kind of like these bits down here as well. All right, we're going to put this on. Having cut it all out, we have to use it, and I like that there. Yeah. Lovely. Oh yeah, that works really well with that, doesn't it? Really love that. And then these couple of other little bits down here, just because. might actually put the glue on here. There. Another little one down there. Just little scraps, but ones I've been wanting to use. Yeah. Right, okay. And I think probably the last thing we want to do today, I don't think I'm going to put any embellishment on the other side, because it'll have, I think it just make it too bumpy, although maybe maybe just to finish things off at the back here, a couple of things might look quite nice. Keep wanting to use this, but I don't think that's going to work at the back. What do you reckon? Shall I put these on as well? Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to do, no. What if I put my glue now? Is it falling over? Oh, it's over here. It's doing over there. Okay, I'm going to do it. Just going to put a couple of bits on the back, just to kind of, I don't know, because I want to put them somewhere. And they're pretty. And this seems like as good a spot as any. That one. This one. Or a bit of, what about this one? I don't like that as much there. Bit of this. I don't know where else to put this because it's a bit. I kind of like this. Don't know why. I just do. Which way is the right way up? I think it's that way. I just feel like I could use this on a journal card or a tag because it's not too thick, and I'm worried I might regret it if I put it on there. I might think, oh, I wish I had it to use again. I've still got lots of things to make. Gonna put a bit there. Oh, hang on, I had something else, didn't I? Now this is getting a bit silly, getting a bit too much now. Now, maybe I'll just put another bit of this. Maybe that would make sense because it's the right colour. And I've got plenty of it. Well, relatively. I could put that. Bit of that. Why not? I love this one, I want to use it. So I hope my head hasn't been doing its usual bobbing in and out. Don't need to see that, really, do you? I hope it hasn't, but I have a feeling it might have. So sorry. Okay, so just got a couple of bits on the back. I like those. I think they just add something. Then we're back to the front, and I'm going to do my eyelet. It's just a case of how do I mark it where it needs to go. I think I might just try and give myself a bit of space here. Pack all these bits up. Okay, ruler. I might just get a pen. I'll get a back pen and mark it with a dot. So I'm going to do a wide eyelet. I don't need the hole to be too near the edge. It's 8 1/4 high, so I need it to be 4 1/8. So just move it back a little bit. Don't want the hole too near the edge. I want the hole about there. Okay. Committed. Got Mr. Big Bite here. And we're going to need a big hole. Okay. So good, this machine. Goes through everything. Just got those bits of paper in there. Never mind. Well, I need him again, won't I, for the eyelet? Look at putting him away, putting him aside. I need him. Okay, so which colour shall we go for? Got a nice selection, but I want the wider one. I'm wondering about, I don't know if I've got it in. I've got silver, a silvery one. Is that silver? So it's like a brushed silver, I think. That might be quite nice on there. Have a look. It's not silver, so I didn't want bright. I think that's probably the colour. Don't think there's a lighter one. There's that one. Can see. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, there is a silver. Let's see. Let's see which one we like best. I've got that, which hasn't gone quite in the right spot. There we are. That one, a bit darker. Or this one, which is the brushed silver, which I do like, I think. Yes, it's not the bright shiny silver. It's a kind of, yeah, brushed. I call it brushed silver. Don't know what else you'd call it. Oh, I had a whole container of silver ones. And I was looking in the wrong bin. What a fool. Never mind. Right next to where I was looking, there were silver ones. Sometimes when you're doing these videos, you actually you get such tunnel vision. You don't see what everybody else can see, probably. Right. Let's see if we get this to set nicely. sure it goes on the right spot. Are you going in? Yeah, I think it's in the right place. Or is it? I was trying to set it, so let's go again. Don't know if that's worked. Doesn't feel like it has. Oh, it's come out. Right, let's try again. Just got to make sure I get it positioned. No, that's not right. Trying to see where the eyelet thingy needs to go. I'm just going to stand up. I think we're on. I think we've done it. Yeah, we have. Alright, so we've got our eyelet, and what we need now is something to hold it all together. Oh, look what I've got. Oh, gorgeous or what? I hope this was going to work. Just wondering whether to feed it through, tie a knot. That might be the best thing to do. I can use some kind of implement. So with the help of my trusty tweezers, I've managed to get this through. Pull it through with my tweezers. I can never get these things through holes. And now I'm just going to, there's a bit of a funky bit there, that's it. I'm going to try and do a little knot. Big enough that it doesn't come through, but I don't want it to be too bulky. So I'll try. See if that's enough to stop it going through. I think it'll be okay. I'll try it like that. If I have to tie a bigger knot, then so be it. But at the moment, that looks all right. And then all we do, well, I think we'd better just pop our journal, our signature, inside. I'll just take this paper clip off. Just been holding it together. We'll start working on this next week, covering some of the paper bags, I think. Oh yes, that's nice. And then we wrap that around. This may have to kind of grow a little bit, depending on how fat the journal gets. And then we wrap that around like that, maybe a couple of times. And I've got plenty of it, look. I think I bought about 3 metres, or it might even be 5, I'm not sure. So I wanted, because it's such a gorgeous colour, I'm glad I've got lots. I'm sure I'll find another use for it. And then we'll just kind of tie it around here, maybe a couple of times. And that's our journal closed. Like that. We can find different ways. You could do a bow. I'm sure I could do a bow if I needed to. So that's it. That's my cover. All done. For now. I don't think I need to add any more. All I might do, as I said before, I mean the spine does look nice. Let's just undo it so you can see it. I like the spine because it's got that lovely piece of paper on it, which works really well. But once I've got the signature sewn in, I might feel the urge, you know me, to add a bit of lace, a bit of the purple lace. We'll see how it looks. It may look better without, I don't know. I won't put it on unless I actually think it adds something. So there we go. I hope you like it. I love it. not at all how I imagined it would turn out, quite honestly. I think it's turned out better than I thought. I thought it might end up looking a bit messy and bitty, having bits all over it, but in the end I didn't do that. And I really loved this bit. I think finding that was a real bonus, because I think that just gives it a lovely finishing touch and it looks great. I really love it. Okay, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all well and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.